Well, welcome back, everybody. We just recorded a podcast with Napoleon Chavez. And now we're back with your questions from Instagram. So, Christian, shoot away.
Here we go. The first one is from Garrett Nicole.
Oh,
From school.
I know that boy.
Yes.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, and speaking of the Ground Zero pop-up, he was there.
His question is, what's From Crumblies up to these days?
Oh, okay. From Crumblies, little red bearded square man. The last time I saw him, he was hanging out in Santee Alley in LA, walking around. He was hanging out on the beach. He flew way up into the clouds, and he's still going through the stratosphere. He's looking for inspiration to write his novel. So I'll let you know when he comes back with his first chapter.
Yeah.
He hasn't hit me up, but I know that he's always with me. He's always a part of my heart right here. So,
And for those who don't know who From Crumblies is, he's a character in your not only animations, but also comics, right?
mm-hmm, yeah. If you want, I don't know how much you're going to edit this. I could put a picture of him right here. Like, I send you a little PNG.
There you go, yeah. What was the hardest part about starting a clothing brand?
Ooh, okay. Well, I want to give a shout out to Daniel, because he always calls me Shabby Naps. The name will never catch on, but I appreciate it. The hardest part about starting a clothing brand was probably like the business back end of it, because it's like it's fun to like make the designs and whatever, and especially when you're working so closely with one of your best friends, it's like there has to be a point where you like switch off the friend part and just do business, where it's like, okay, we have to think about the back end of the website. We have to think about what shirts we're printing at, like what kind of material we're doing, what's a good shirt, like not necessarily what's a good design, but like what's a good, like what's a fun drawing that we like, but what's something that people would actually want to buy, and having those harder conversations. But to answer the question, probably the hardest part is like switching off that part of like, hey, we're friends and we're just doing this for fun, but switching it into business mode, you know? And that's one thing that we've switched off, is that now we're back to being friends, because that's important, because you will burn yourself out if it's all just business.
Yeah, that's awesome. And for the sake of this video, where can people go to check out your clothing brand, Uncle Doggy?
You can go to UncleDoggy.com. Right here at UncleDoggy.com, you can buy, we have 3 different kinds of shirts up right now. We're hopefully going to add more in the future. Hopefully we'll put our stickers up there sooner rather than later. But as of right now, you can buy the shirts that are available for the general public.
Next question is from Vanessa G. She asks you to define hip-hop, please.
Dude, I did it before you finished the question. What I feel is hip-hop is when you surgically attach your arms to your back, and you just love all the people around you, and you use hip-hop as a way to include people in what you're talking about, because hip-hop is the universal language of getting down and having fun.
Hell yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what are we? That's hip-hop.
And you guys have like secret handshake, I swear, when you guys see each other about hip-hop. I've seen it. It's legendary.
It's awesome because I don't get to see Vanessa that often, but when I do see her, it's hip-hop.
And really, what else are we?
Well, what else are we? She started doing that to me because I didn't remember why. Like, there was one time we were in our art history class, and like, we were just going to be there to like hear the results of our test and then leave. And like, she was sitting down and all the seats were taken. So I just sat on the stairs next to like the seats, and I just had my arms crossed like this. And I was like this, just like sitting. And she's like, Napoleon, what are you doing? And I'm like, and this is her memory. I don't remember doing this. All I said, I looked at her, I was like, that's hip-hop. And that's it. And I don't remember that. And there was one time at Disneyland, she was telling me about that. She was like, dude, you remember when you did that thing and you were on the thing and you were on the floor and you were like, that's hip-hop? And I'm like, I don't remember that.
Now we got from my friend Matt at school.
Woo!
He goes by Matthew Marmalade on Instagram. And he said, did you ever want to be on Legends of the Hidden Temple or Double Dare when you were young?
I definitely wanted to be on Double Dare because those obstacle courses looked so much fun. I wanted to climb through those ears and the nose, unless I'm thinking of the other show with Mark Summers. But I always wanted to, definitely not on Wrapped. They didn't do that on Unwrapped, on the Food Network. But I always wanted to climb through those obstacle courses. I always thought it'd be the funnest thing in the world. So Yeah, I actually did want to do those shows because you could win a Razor scooter.
Oh!
Yeah, and I always wanted one because my brother had one that he broke.
Oh.
And
Wow.
I wanted my own because he wouldn't let me use it. So
Oh, bummer.
I know.
And that's hip hop.
So the next question is from Stacy Larios, who goes by Indigo Rave on Instagram. And she asks, what Super Smash Bros. Is your main?
Oh. You know what I'm doing right now? I'm doing a lot of Princess Zelda. Princess Zelda is like the thing is in that game, I pick it just based on like how they look. And like Princess Zelda is like my favorite like new design because she like they made her a lot more fun and she's like way more sassy. Like all her animations, it's like she's like waving her hands. She does like these anime poses and like she has like this really expressive face. Like all of them have like really good expressive faces. Like King K. Rool is like one of my favorite characters. He's like just this giant monster and he's like a goofball and he's like bah! And he has his eyes poking out. But right now I've been playing a lot of Princess Zelda and I want to try and get good with her. Just because, like, I think it's so cool, like, to, like, throw somebody off the edge and then, like, do, like, a sassy pose. Like, so, Princess Zelda right now.
Well, and that brings up a secondary question, which maybe she was asking too, which is what version of Smash Bros. Is your main?
Ooh, right now it's Ultimate. Ultimate's the big one.
Yeah.
Growing up, I played a lot of Melee, but it was way too quick for me. I was never good at it. Brawl was probably the one I played the most because it had the story mode. Brawl was, it had a lot going for it. I played Brawl constantly. I loved that game. I was never good at it, but I think Ultimate is the one that I'm leaning towards now, just because it has everything in it. Like it has all the characters. So it's like there's no reason for me to go back to the other versions because everything is in that one.
Yeah.
So right now it's Ultimate.
There you go. Sweet. And our last one from your friend Kaya Herman.
Whoa! Shout out to Kaya Herman.
And her question is, if you listen to her podcast that we did with her not too long ago, which is, Napoleon, why don't you work on our podcast?
My answer to that is just she knows why. It's because both of us have become incredibly busy. Like she's become incredibly busy with her job. And it's a lot easier now just because like now I'm living in the LA area now. So it's going to be easier once we both get like a little bit more situated. But the real answer is why I haven't is just because I need to sit down and watch a bunch of Netflix stuff.
You're a busy guy. We talked about that in the podcast.
I'm a busy guy. What do you want from me, Kyle? What do you want? You know I'm busy. See, the thing is, what I just did right there, that's why I'm the second person on the podcast. She brings the facts. She brings the true... Hey, camera on me. She brings the facts. She brings the insightful insight. I bring the yelling and I bring the fun. Because you know what fun is? I bring the hip hop. Camera on me. People can go to Napoleon Chavez _ at Instagram. People can go to Drilly812 on Twitter. People can go to Napo Valley on Twitch. People can go to UncleDoggy.com to buy the shirts. People can go to NapoleonChavez.com to see a big array of my stuff. I believe if you want to see any of my animations and cartoons, go to NapoleonChavez.com.
And if you're feeling sad about missing from Crumblies while he's working on his novel, you can always go back and relive those good memories.
Absolutely.
Because that's hip hop.
Because that's hip hop. Oh.